Hi guys, it's Claude from Canine IQ. Thanks for popping back. I just put up a video on critical period effect and how it impacts dogs. But I just want to go a little bit further. I didn't get a chance to put it in the other video, but I want to do a separate little take on this. Is how do we get the puppies used to going to a vet and not having intimidation? So most people get a puppy at 8 weeks of age. It hasn't been to a vet before. And we take it there, and the first association with a vet is usually a vet nurse in the waiting room, which is a pretty good thing. Might be a couple of other noisy dogs in the waiting room floor, so that may be good, may be bad, depending on how the dog sees it. But usually they go and they have a bad association, so they usually get an injection, or they have some kind of mildly traumatic event on the very first time they go. So when I do a pre-puppy session, so before you even picked up the puppy, what I try and get people to do is to problem solve future events. I like to pre-plan and make sure that we cover bases before they actually happen. It's just like good preventative medicine. So one of the things you can do is if you get a puppy, say you've got a puppy at 8 weeks of age and it's due for its next vaccination at 10 weeks, don't take it at 10 weeks to get its vaccination. If you've got a good local vet that you're happy with, start taking it on a regular basis. So maybe between 8 and 10 weeks, go to the vet 5 or 6 times. Just go in the vet waiting room floor, have the nurses make a big deal, go into one of the consultation rooms, get one of the vets to play with the puppy. No vaccinations, nothing unpleasant, because going into an environment, it's got a different smell, it's got a different feeling to it. And dogs have a particular understanding or an association with how a place smells, looks and feels, and what happens next. So if its first understanding of the vet waiting room or the vet surgery is positive and it's based on play, and we do that, say, 10 times, and then 1 time the dog gets an injection, then all of a sudden the balance of positive outweighs the negative, in which case you've got 10 really good visits, lots of fun, and 1 pretty ordinary visit where it's just got an injection and it's actually hurt a little bit. If the only time that it goes there is to get an injection, then what will end up happening is the human equivalent, or the dog equivalent of humans going to a dental surgery. And most people talk about a dentist and they go, oh, I'm not comfortable. Now that's a perception thing, because past experience basically meant that it wasn't going to be good. It doesn't necessarily mean that future ones aren't going to be good either. So moral of the story, get a puppy at 8 weeks of age, take it to a vet as often as you possibly can, make them have a big deal, song and dance, bit of food, bit of ball, throw the tennis ball, have a bit of fun, bit of play, and get this really good association happening. And I guarantee if you do this, the puppies will start to enjoy going to the vets as opposed to dread it. And then we've got rid of all these issues down the track. Okay, again, lots of comments, put it through, and I'll see if I can help you. Again, hit the subscribe button, guys, and let's keep the conversation going. Thanks again.